Hey guys, this is Emily with PIO, okay?
Hey, this is Daniel with PIO as well.
And what we are doing is we are at the Rose Costume Shop. We've been investigating tonight here. It's been incredible. We love it so much. We've gotten a lot of really cool stuff. If you haven't gone and looked at the live feed that we are sharing, you need to go check that out. But we also have Kaylee and Danny here with us. They are employees of Rose Costume Shop, and they're gonna share a little bit about their experiences here.
We've got a couple of cool stories for y'all, so we're gonna get to that. It's gonna be posted everywhere on all media?
Socials, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, the works.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm the show manager at Rose Costumes. I have been, oh, thank you. I've been working at Rose Costumes for 9 years, and I have definitely experienced a lot of paranormal activity in my time working here. The thing that made me believe that it was actual activity and not, you know, like, oh yeah, sure, everybody says it's haunted, but like that was probably the wind or something like that. In our old location, we had a wall of belts that were hanging vertically just so that we could like pick them up off the little hooks that they were hanging on and take them out to the customer that needed them. I was by myself in the room where we kept them one day, and I kind of felt something run past me behind me. I was facing away from them, and I heard a scraping sound, and then the belts, all of them on this wall. And I mean, when I say that there were at least 60 belts on this wall, I'm not exaggerating. They were all swinging back and forth. I do not mean swaying. I mean swinging violently back and forth like someone had just running their arm through them. I did leave the room, deciding that maybe they needed some alone time. So that happened. That was a favorite. Back during COVID, when the pandemic was really bad, I was the only person in the store once, and so I was alone, and our music was not working, so very quiet. And I kept hearing someone behind me coughing very clearly, just it happened so many times. Somebody clearing their throat, and it was clear as day. It was a human voice. In this new location, when we were first setting everything up, the owner, Anne-Marie, and I were standing at the counter, and we heard something. There's a third floor upstairs. We heard something hit the floor upstairs and roll across the floor. And as it rolled, the motion detectors of the dressing rooms, they had turned on, 3 of them. There was nobody upstairs, and I went upstairs to see if something had fallen, because there were people who had been working up there earlier in the day. There was nothing that should have made that sound. So yeah. As a side note, spirits, if y'all are listening, thank you for letting us use your stuff. We really appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Danny. I am the floor manager. I've been here for 13 years. And some of the experiences that I've seen, the one that sticks out the most in my mind was actually at the old location. We had this space of the store called the church. We call it that because it used to be a church, and it was basically our giant storage room. And we had this little desk that was about this big, and it was backlit. And I was walking up the hallway towards the front of the store, and I saw, which I thought was one of our employees, stand there and crouch down behind the counter. And I'm thinking like, okay, she's trying to scare me. So I walk over to the counter, I look over, and there's nobody there. So that was the first time I saw a full body apparition, and it just hit me like, whoa. Second thing, which I mentioned to the other Daniel, was I was walking to the sales floor, and there was a customer talking to another customer, and I saw the back of his shirt being pulled like this and then just let go. And I was like, whoa. Another one, this actually happened at the middle of the night. We had gone to a DSM Awards, and it was late at night, and we got back, and all the power was out in the whole area that we were in. And we walk into the building, and we go into the warehouse, normal as could be, no power, nothing. And then we open the door to go into the sewing room, And as we're walking in, this huge gust of wind just blows right through us, and we're just like, there's no air conditioning. Why is there wind being blown out of this building right now? And further on into that night, as we're getting changed into our costumes, we're hearing the sounds of racks being, not the racks moving, but the hangers on them like moving side to side, making that squeaking sound. And so I have a drill in my hand, because that's the only source of light I have as a little flash at the end, and I'm just like trying to figure out where the hell this noise is coming from. And throughout the whole time we were there, it was just really active as far as noises in the background were concerned, to the point to where we kind of got scared and wanted to leave as soon as possible. And as we're getting ready to leave through the back door, the little sliding door that does this back and forth, it goes open really hard, and we're like, with the drill, like, ah! Thinking the drill is gonna protect me some way, I don't know. So those are the ones that stick out the most in my mind as far as in the old location. In the new location, as Kaylee mentioned, the only thing I can think of that really, really sticks out was that rolling on the ceiling, or on this third floor. I wasn't present for that one. That was between Kaylee and Anne Marie, but we certainly have heard like footsteps up there when we're all the only ones in the building. So that's about my story so far.
Awesome.